Hey guys, welcome to the last stream in the series of doing my MPGR ranking. We've got about like 30 players left and 12 more rankings, and a lot of these people aren't officially in these spots we're still going to go look at. There's a couple players, especially in here, most notably Gatsu, who's pretty high compared to what else I've seen, and who was the other player? I just talked about it. Stanga, who's also pretty high based on what I've seen. So we're going to at least go back and look at those, but I want to set in this 50. Most importantly, I want to find out who are the players who are not going to make it. But basically, our goal is just do all this in one shot. The first thing I want to do is sort all of these people into these little sub-rankings, and then we'll look at these two other groups that we have still left. Most likely, these guys are just definite outs, and these guys are going to be in the edge based on where we put these. But yeah, let's get started. Gatsu's, do you think Gatsu's, yeah. Where Save pays for Hugo's trips to the commentary island. Like, Hugo does great commentary, and I wish he was back. He was playing the way he was before. No one needs to see my records at the Philly Arcadian. No one needs to see Albert's run. Let's talk about Santiago. He has a win on S2J. Well, it's even on S2J. Super inactive. Won on face roll. Win on Ginger. Yeah, I think he might be higher than I have him. Yeah, but he does have so little data. But there are a lot of people above him that I have based on that. Let's just, yeah, and that's convenient. He's right next to Toussaint. Would I put him higher than Toussaint? His big win is Pew Pew. I think even with S2J is a little bit more valuable. Toussaint has a lot of bad losses, if I remember correctly. So he has a Pew Pew win. Some Slox wins. Sharks. I think he'd probably be higher than Toussaint. Cause yeah, let me check his loss. Who's he 2-6 against? Tax Money. Let's look at this. Oh, and I wasn't even looking at the head-to-head with locals. That's the one I like more, because that's all the sets. Ginger 2-0 my case. 2-0 my case is actually pretty good, despite like what my general perception. How difficult do you think this top pair is to make relative to past ones? This might be one of the hardest rankings I've had to do. All the like recent rankings, like the end of year ranking for last year, really hard. This ranking really hard. Like, it's been since Melee's gotten crazy and so like insane with who wins and all that jazz. Oh, he's got a lot of iffy losses. Down on Rio Beat, down like over 3 sets down on Link God. That's pretty abysmal. And Santi, I doubt he has anything because it's so inactive. Yeah. Guess in terms of player skill, yeah, a lot of players going from unranked. I think it's a combination of a lot of new players, a lot of players making big changes, like Hugs dropping like 30 ranks potentially, like and a lack of activity. Like it's a combination of those. Ours coming in, being like, "Yo, what's up, homie? Hit him with the what's good, homie. Slide into those DMs." I do think that I'm not like bashing you with this, but I do definitely think it's a lot easier than past rankings to slip in there with one good win. Like, I don't think in a past ranking Magi would make it into the top 50. Like, yeah, I would love to see once the top 50 comes out, seeing how many different players it is to the top 50 or the top 100 from last year, or like the top 50 from last summer. It's just there's so many people with lack of activity. All right, let's look at Santi versus Cobalt. I think we're going to have a lot of people jumping Toussaint because... Oh, wait, I don't need this page open, really. Because Toussaint, his record isn't pretty. I think he'll be a really good like gatekeeper comparison for this. So we have Santi and Mr. Cobalt. Where is Cobalt? I thought he's up here. Yep, there we go. I think he, like, already with that thing right there. Why can I unselect that? That annoys me. Cobalt and Santi. Yeah, Toussaint's resume is kind of eh. I think I might like just let me just pop him down here because I feel like there's definitely going to be at least someone else passing him. I do like going like player by player and like seeing how far they run up the rankings. So even with Stango. Oh wait, we got to scroll all the way back. So he's got one win on Gatsu. Is a win on S2J more valuable than a win on Gatsu? Yes. Especially that he's been beating up him on locals lately, and now he's up on him. So it's a Gatsu win, even with Stango. It's got a lot of these like mid-range losses, which are nice. But I think he is pretty inactive. But Santi win, Face Roll win, Ginger win. No. He's definitely higher than Cobalt. Is I feel like Santi's about to go on the run of the century. Fat Goku. And so we gotta remember Santi doesn't have a lot of attendance, so I gotta I'm not even really putting him up for any sort of consistency metrics. It's just that he has these big wins that these players don't at like very few events. Yeah, you're totally right, Cobb. Like it's very insular. Maybe I'm not using that word correctly. Where or I don't know what word I'm trying to use, but that once. Like, say I put, I end up having Plup at, like, third. Once I put Plup at third, a Plup win gets better, so that would probably mean that SFAT gets better. So that would then mean that a win on SFAT gets a little bit better. And it kind of just, like, stacks, which can be really, really weird if your ranking can be radically different if you have two people in a different place. Because it just kind of goes from there to there to there. So belt rankings, I really enjoy them. One, because like it's like half the content I make, but also it is half the content I make because it's stuff that really, really interests me. Compounds, thank you, Em. Oh yeah, Albert. Like the name is gonna jump out huge for Albert. Yeah, a win over HBox, he should make the top 100. If Flipsy wins for a win over Mango, I think a Flipsy, Albert beating Hungerbox, despite the fact that it was that weird Game 5. Actually, the Game 5 thing probably makes it even better, but despite the fact that it's on monitors, I think the Albert win is monumentally better than the Flipsy win. Probably still the Albert win's definitely better than the Magi win. I think they're close-ish, but they're in the same realm, but like not super close-ish. It's probably one of the biggest upsets of all time, to be frank. Like it's so crazy. I don't know where Albert's perceived skill level was before it. Oh god, I hate algorithms. It's so hard to figure out. Like I think the ballot system is really good with people who try. There's the algorithm would just be someone's ballot the way someone does a ballot, but biased in whatever way. Like whoever makes that algorithm, it would just be the way they make their ballot biased in. So that would be like locals. If locals don't matter to the person who makes the algorithm, locals don't matter. But in this situation, it's like locals matter somewhat based on the aggregate of everyone who makes a ranking system. So I don't think there'd be any perfect algorithm, and I think balloting is far from perfect, but I think it's really, really good for Melee for the weird decisions we have to make. And I think the way everything balances out, like the whole aggregate system, is really, really good. But again, I definitely am biased because I get to do a ballot. And I make a lot of content. I do a lot of thinking about rankings. Not to say that my ranking is the best one. I don't think there's a singular best one because everyone has their own biases that add up. Also, let's just talk about players. Let's do some rankings. That is a really interesting discussion, and I like talking about it. So Fat Goku has a Duck win, Rishi win, even on Blade Wise, which is losses on Ginger, lost to Cactar, eek. Up 24-0 on Aura. Beat Princess Fox 3 times. When did they play 3 times? Does Fat Goku go to a European tournament? Yeah. It did. There's so much bias in the ballot system for each individual person. But I feel like like I said before, the aggregate of a lot of people. If a lot of people put a lot of effort into the bracket, into their ballot, most of the bias gets filtered out, or at least it becomes evenish. But PNW. Okay, yeah. I guess they met 3 times at that tournament, double eliminated by Fat Goku at Emerald City. Yeah, okay, that makes a whole lot of sense. Should be 2-0. Well, I think that It's one of those really very little changes between 2-0 and 3-0. I think Santi's probably above Fat Goku. I just gotta keep reminding myself that he did not attend a lot. But I think that even him not attending a lot, even though I definitely have to penalize him for it, I think that speaks really well to how good just attending like 3 or 4 events, and he's got S2J win, he's got a face roll win, he's got a Ginger win, he's got 2 Mike Hayes wins. That's some good stuff. Like, or maybe he just attended 1 event, and no, there's 4 losses there. So he probably went to an event, lost to S2J Fiction, and then lost to double eliminate by face roll. But yeah, Santi's a good player. Santi's the second best Red Falco, right behind Albert. Still salty about Mewtwo. I do not want to talk about Mewtwo King versus Mango last year, because there's so many people gave me shit, and then I switched it on my final ballot, and so many people gave me shit for the other way. Like, there was no way I could win with people after I got like beaten down for my choice of how I put that pair. It's ridiculous, and it ended up being the way I had it first on the rankings, but. Whatever, man. I'm a little salty about that, but I try to forget about it. Santi Rishi. Westball's win, which is S2J win, definitely more valuable than Westball's win. I don't think anyone have to argue that. Bladewise win. Why is Rishi all the way up? Oh, Moki win. There's why he's all the way up here. So, and what's Rishi's local? Those are some solid depth of wins right there. S2J. So S2J face roll Ginger Mike Hayes. Is that? We're just talking wins at this moment. So S2J face roll Ginger Mike Hayes. Is that better than Westball's Moki, Bladewise, and Frenzy? I think Santi's is probably better. And what's Rishi's locals look like? No locals. So pretty minimal attendance as well. I think he's probably better. Santi better for sure. Dude, Santi's making the God run here. It's all these Falcos that are just making the God runs all the way back up. I definitely super underestimated Santi. Yeah, Mewtwo King fans can be a pain sometimes. I think a lot of any player stands can be a pain sometimes. Just stan culture in general, big pain. Let's talk about Bimbo. I can't wait to be not appalled, whatever the positive version of appalled is with Bimbo's record again. Also, sorry if I'm coming off as a little sleepy to you guys. I had a long weekend. I just woke up from a nap like maybe an hour ago, but I wanted to get this ballot done today because we have the ranking show tomorrow. So I apologize if I seem a little low energy. SaveAsUntitled, because I am a little low energy. SaveAsUntitled, but I want to get this done. So SFAT win, pretty sick. What is that? Bananas win? SFAT Bananas, Ginger, Kells. Yeah, with all these like fairly inactive or like not having so many sets, we're basically comparing who's the best wins and who doesn't have sucky losses. Which this may look like that. I think Santi might pass him again. So S2J versus SFAT win. I'd probably say, especially because it's Falcon for Santi, I'd probably say the Bimbo win is more valuable. And Bananas win versus Face Roll win, I think by my rankings, I think that says about the same. Face Roll, Bananas, yeah, that's about the same. I'd say probably the Face Roll win is a little bit more valuable. Ginger win, they both have one Ginger win, so that can kind of be pulled out of the equation. 2 Mike Hayes wins. Where's Bimbo's losses fall in? Doesn't look like, nope, real bad losses. I might have to put Bimbo a little bit higher. Well, it depends on, let's not get too ahead of ourselves. So, and that's a win over Bananas, Army, Westball's losses, and Santi has Fiction, Face Roll, S2J losses. I think Santi's better again. I know the chat hasn't moved from this message from Aura, but I think it still holds true here. Santi's really good. Who did Shroom beat this weekend? Now that I want to get into super to low tier city stock. But I was happy to see him like come back into top 8. I just had no idea how he got there. Santi versus Shroomed. Dude, this is just gonna be Santi's run to number 1. Santi, that's Dusaint. And Shroom would be up. He's way up here. He's fallen off. Not fallen off as hard as Hugs, but none win. So obviously S2J win is monumentally better than none win. Lucky win. I'd say Face Roll wins maybe a little bit better. They both have a Ginger win, so no need to point. 2 wins over Mike Hayes is better than a win over Chuda. Probably about comparable. Hey, Fearsome Fan, how you doing? We're basically just watching whatchamacallit. Oh, even with Rocky. Yeah, I think Santi goes up another one. God, he's so inactive though. I keep on. I think it's starting to get close to where I would. He's gonna start slowing down for me. I think he's better than Mike Hayes. Shroomed hit a nutty run. Yeah, I think I don't even need to. I feel like we're spending a lot of time on him. Nuns had a lot of rough wins and really hasn't attended much either. It doesn't really have any big wins, so I'm going to jump that real quick. Santi versus Mike Hayes. I'm thinking about around here is where Santi's steam is going to run out for him, with people either with like comparable wins or a much more activity. 1-0 Lucky, 2-1 Army. Even with Fiction's pretty good. Even with Face Roll's pretty good. Up on Keizu. He does have a bit of bad losses. I think I'd probably bump him over Mike Hayes as well. This would be a good point to see Stango's records again in comparison to the field. Is Santi gonna just slip his way into? Well, he's top 30 as per this ranking right now. I think he might slip his way. Let's look at Stango again. It's maybe because where do I have Cobalt? I have Cobalt down here, so I definitely have to rethink how good Cobalt wins are. Stango. Stango's got that lucky win. He's just got wins on unfortunate players. Oh, he has those wins on Gatsu. Oh, that's those two rankings are definitely very tied together. It makes sense that people are saying Melee Stats people are saying I overrated both of them. Which I mean that makes a lot of sense if those two are tied together. Boyd win. Yeah, I probably have Stango a little bit too high. I feel like Santi's better than him. But I think I definitely have Stango a little bit too high. While I'm here, I might slip, see how far down can watch and see Lotus City. Yeah, no, that's no problem. I didn't realize with how iffy the numbers are. I guess a lot of you people watch both for that. You guys are fans of both. I'm not the biggest fan of watching competitive Ultimate. Playing the game's fun. I just don't really like watching. Yeah, we're gonna take a brief detour on the Santi rising train to see how far Stango can fall. Hopefully Stango's not here right now. Cool, we're good. We're safe, guys. We can talk about Philly's best player. I can't talk because I was Ultimate Sleeper watching Melee, but that was less about the excitingness of Melee, and that was more because I needed sleep. Stango, Michael Hayes. So he also has a lucky win, 2 wins over Army, even with Fiction. So is even with Fiction better than 2-0 Gatsu? Yes. I think even with Fiction is better than 2-0 Gatsu. I think maybe I'd say even if I'm keeping Gatsu in this high regard that I have, that lost to Cactar. He does have a loss to Jake and Shaken. Melee Stats greater than Ultimate Gameplay unless it's Nairo. Yeah. Yeah, I'm mainly just doing this, one, because I need this battle to get finished, and for, like, the VOD for the people, because I know there's people who watch the VOD, like, religiously over on the channel who don't have time, or notice that I stream at weird hours. Yeah, but I still do. That still doesn't take anything away from I really like you guys being here, and especially helps if I, like, say something dumb, or, like, no, that's mainly the part. If I say something dumb, you guys will call me out on it, so it won't go to the VOD and be like, oh yeah, Scott, Mewtwo doesn't play Melee anymore. Sorry. That doesn't matter. Cool. Oh yeah, what was the other thing? I'm just checking something on my second monitor. I just wanted to see what the views numbers looks like for these last two ballots, because I've been away from my computer for a little bit. Okay, cool. I'm just, and anytime I see it break 1K views for something over an hour, that makes me happy. Yeah, I'd probably say Mike Hayes. A lot probably because of the factor of being more active, but even with Face Roll, even with Fiction, up on Army, win over Lucky, like these are players that we have Army, Fiction super high. I think those are very respectable records to have, so I think he'd go there. So Mike Hayes probably, unless we have anyone going on a crazy run, he's probably the gatekeeper at the top 30. Stango versus None. This is weird because None has a lot of bad losses. Does Mike Hayes, before I continue on further, but I think even with those peaks, yeah, he doesn't have anything here. None doesn't have anything here. This Merce season to get a Mewtwo win, yeah, dude. Even though, thank God the Triff still has that God run under his, who has all these sick wins under his belt. That would have really sucked if he got this sick Mewtwo win and it's just like, yeah, sorry, dude. He doesn't play anymore. You made him quit. You should have not beat him as hard. You crushed his spirit too much, and now your win is worthless. Stango None. Where is S Mango? And where is None? Why don't I just search for these players? Because I think I'm smart and can find it. I just type in S Mango. Exactly 50. And is None gonna? No, None's not gonna fit on the same screen, unfortunately. So we got Westball's win, Spud, Westball's Spud, Slocks, 2-1 on Dref, kills. So these are wins. I don't think. I think this might be where Stango stays. Also has a Ginger win. Did I miss that? Yeah, I did miss it. Thanks, R. Ginger win is pretty good. And we know, and especially in that tough matchup, God. Is it fair to give None the benefit of the doubt? Even though he's been, like, fairly inactive? I think it's probably, yeah, if we're going by the question, I think None does better at tournaments. I think maybe I'd potentially say these guys have close-ish resumes, but I think if we're going by the ballot question, I think None does better at these tournaments. I don't think I'm being, like, disingenuous from that. Oh, hell yeah. Dude, well, one, Town Crier, thank you for the follow. And two, let me double-check this. I think Albert DM'd me back. Hell yeah. No, Albert DM'd me back with some of his Melee stuff. Dope. So we're getting, for you guys who are watching this live and later, we're probably getting Albert Rise It Player Spotlight this week. So look out for that, because I'm happy to learn more about Albert. The Monitor God. Cool. I'm glad he got back to me. And I'm glad that happened on stream so I could share that with you guys. Yeah, but I think that's fair, Stango doing that. So let's look at Stango Shroomed, which is kind of a very similar case. It looks like we have like that bunch up a little bit here. Rishi, yeah, like these guys, I'd say, like we're seeing a lot of less than normally active, but we know all four of these guys are really good players. They just don't have the results generally to back it up, which I think is a lot what we're seeing here, and why Stango could potentially continue to slip down. So Stango Shroomed. Are we going to be able to get 25? Cool. So None, Lucky, Ginger, Judah. Yeah, I think Stango might slip below him as well. Even though Rocky is a little dicey. So both have a win on Lucky. He does have a loss on Lucky. 2-0 on Gatsu. Is that comparable to a win over None? Not real. A win over None and a win over Ginger. Probably comparable there. Even with Cobalt. It's also nice. Watching Ultimate. Tweak emotes. No, the real hell yeah. The real big brain play is to watch Ultimate with the commentary off, but listen to me in the background, because you really don't need to see this. And he does have the lost the cactus. If I'm with his relative inactivity, I'm gonna have to hold that against Stango. Hell yeah, 16. Let's go. You got both going on. You got the best of both worlds. That's what Melee should combine. Melee and Ultimate, just make one happy family. Is Shroomed a better... I think it would be hard for anyone to argue that Shroomed is not a better player than Stango. I love Stango to death, but... Cacti's 13th or 14th? Alright, get out of here, boys. None lucky. Yeah. Even with how highly I have these guys... Well, actually, I don't know. Who's the next rung below this? Bimbo? Let me throw Bimbo into the mix here. Yeah, let me look at these two. See if I would... Let's take a third question to analyze this. SFAT win. Definitely better than Lucky win. Bananas win pretty sick. Ginger win. I'd probably say he's relative. So these two are about the same level of activity. Probably Bimbo less active. So what's a better resume to have? Would I rather have a win over Lucky, 2 wins over Gatsu, a win over Cobalt, win over Boyd, and a win over Cactar and Jake and Chicken? Or would I rather... So mainly win over Lucky, Gatsu, and Cobalt? Or would I rather have a win over SFAT, Bananas, and Ginger? I'd probably rather have a win over SFAT, SFAT, Bananas, and Ginger. I think SFAT and Ginger, those are two really, really good wins. And obviously a Bananas wins is like a good kicker. I've been watching so many poker VODs, but I think that's a good way to think about it. Like, your big hallmark win isn't a Bananas win, but it's like, because Icy's wins are weird. Not that Icy's wins are less bad. Oh god, did Ultimate end? Did we just jump up 10 people? I watched a decent amount of Low Tier City. That Mango Zane set was insane. Yeah, I watched a decent amount of Low Tier City. I was very tired, so I was kind of zoning in and out. Yeah, but I think Stango slips down a little bit further. God, hopefully Stango doesn't pop in the stream and like, hey, what's going on here? Stango doesn't talk like that. I saw him literally yesterday. Yeah. Stango Rishi. I feel like this might be where he holds, because Rishi and Stango are both like relative to the thing, fairly inactive Marths. Where's Rish? Oh, I forgot how Rishi's all the way up because he's the Mutaking Slayer. Weston win, Lucky win. I'd probably rather have a Lucky win. Mango chokes game 3 against Zane. Yeah. Rather have Gatsu wins. Yeah, I think this Moki win is really valuable. So again, they're similar levels, activities, local losses really don't matter. Well, they don't have any. Get cheese. The Marth Falco matchup is like so much cheese. I mean, most Marth matchups are just cheese central. Big sad. That Mango emote looks so much like Michael. But okay, boys, if you were a top 100 player, would you rather have a win over Westballs, Bladewise, and Moki, or Lucky, Gatsu, and Cobalt? Lucky, Cobalt, Gatsu, or Westballs, Bladewise, Moki. So it's Westballs, Moki versus really Lucky. God, I hate the slanted thing so much. I say it so much. Lucky, Gatsu, Cobalt. Moki is such a big win. God. Damn it, Stango. Why didn't you beat Moki? Is Moki's a better win than Lucky? That's such a weird statement. It felt so wrong coming out of my mouth. But it's like, that's right. Moki's a better win than Lucky. This is the world we live in, and I love it. Moki's better win than Lucky is... And then Westballs is a better win than Gatsu. Oh, no, Gatsu's probably a better win, especially 2 wins over Gatsu is better. How much by, like, this ranking is... Okay, Lucky's there. Yeah, no, yeah. Stango, why? I think Stango probably holds here against Fat Goku. Yeah, that is probably... the Weiss said, maybe in reality Moki was improving over the season when Rishi beat him. It wasn't that good of a win. That is, yeah, that is an interesting point to make when you're saying something, but I feel like I can see people leaning, standing on both sides of that, like, biases don't work that way, and they've shown it. Yeah, it's basically, I'm perceiving Moki as... What's a good way to word this? Let me think about this. I think the way that I perceive the ballot, the results, and I think everyone does, is in the hypothetical scenario where, say, all of these results happen in one day. Like, this person is this. This is the state of the player. Like, this player is their resume. Whereas something like that would be like playing Moki here. Like, this set against Moki took place here, this set against Moki took place here, and these are 2 different players. I think the way the ballot is designed, potentially, I'd say maybe is someone with this resume went to 100 events, which is how I think about it. But I think there's leeway to argue that different ways. Yeah. It's no, it's good. It's important to think about all these little questions. I think this is why... Well, this is one of the biggest flaws and the biggest strength in the balloting system, is there's a lot of these super interesting questions going on. The Dr. Battle emote, Rankings Pog. I do love me some rankings. Rankings are so sick. This really gets this really mics my haze. This really fats my Gokus. Let's start. Speaking of Goku God himself, the former number 0. Lucky win is not as good as a Duck win. Rishi win. 2 Gatsu wins are much better than Rishi win. Cobalt win. Even with Blaylai's big scary. What's bad losses? Even with Cactar is also big scary. Up 24-0. I think this is probably, I feel safe about dropping Stango here. Even with my iffiness on the Gatsu rank as well. I think this is like I'm happy dropping Stango here and leave him at 35. We could maybe go a little bit further, but we did just spend like forever talking about this. Actually, I need to get back to Santi. Good thing I didn't forget about that. We got to see how much further Santi climbs. Let's continue on our Santi adventure. Talk about him and Judah. Swedish is a good win. STJ is also a good win. STJ is definitely better than a Swedish win. And Chudat probably has some bad losses littered in here. Chudet's Gatsu win. Chudet's Luna win. Chudet's got... Okay, there's a Fat Goku loss. I was going to say, Chudet's, for an Ices player, he's got a pretty nice, like, cleanish resume. Like, as much as people think I hate Chudet, like, that's a full clean. Am I going to say that and see that he lost to Chango? God. I feel like every time I start another ranking stream, I'm relearning all the results again, because it's just so much to keep in your brain. Like, that I would have so much overload. That's also why when we're looking at, like, Santi over and over again, I like to relook at that. SFAT did really put up a good fight against Zane. I was really happy to see that. I mean, obviously he didn't win, but Chango is a god. Dude, anyone with the Ango name. I'm still waiting for the Mango, Stango, Chango round robin. It's going to be so sick. Or actually, they should just play like a three player free for all. The Mango, Stango, Chango free for all. It'd be so sick. We need a fourth for that. Anyone got the fourth on that rotation? On the Mango, Stango, Chango rotation? That's just so fun to say. So is Chudat a better player than Santi? Chudat attended more and got probably comparable wins. Maybe Santi probably has better wins, less attendance. SFAT versus Swedish. SFAT wins better. Pew Pew wins pretty sick. Yeah, Chudat surprisingly has like a really sick resume beyond that Chango loss. First to 5 salty sweets. Yeah, I'm feeling Chew here. Chew's resume kind of sick. Like I'm proud of him. I forgot how good Med's resume is. Yeah, I feel cool with that. Mike Hayes being the Guardian top 30. You're just saying that so I can get the U because you're next on the list. We get to see how far your run takes you. How strong is the aura of Aura? Army win? Unfortunate it's against the weird... Oh, Hugs win? Also unfortunate. You're very much not benefiting from the stonks, the Hugo stonks dropping. Now, don't take this in the wrong way, but it feels like I overrated you when we first sorted this. It feels like you were taking about. It still looks like you're probably top 50. You did lose to Amiojo and Ome Waffles and Star, and your locals are scaring me, homie. Are you better than Toussaint? I think Toussaint might have you. Oh no. I don't want to do this to the homie. But I mean, I just did this. I just spent like 20 minutes doing it to the homie Stango. So, Pew Pew win versus a Army and Hugs win. I'd say maybe together they're comparable. Those added up. 4-1 on Slocks is nice. He does have a lot of bad losses. 2-6 on Hacks Money's promising. Stop being mean to the viewers. Okay, yeah, no. I know I'm not gonna let like the personal bias go. I just like feel bad when I'm just like, Aura fucking sucks. Well, you're here. So, yeah, I think you might be at least below Toussaint. I'll put you like here as of now as we sort these guys. I'm gonna go grab some water real quick. I'll be right back. You would wash Aura? Yeah, guys, are you ready for my next video? Aura has gotten worse. No doubt in my mind, Aura has gotten much worse. Save told me he was really bad, I believe. Dude, everything I say is gospel, allegedly. Yeah. Let's look at Calvar. Where's Calvar fall into this whole debacle? I feel like it's been decades since I looked at Calvar's results. I've aged 20 years since I looked at Calvar's results. Calvar, I don't know where you are. There we go. I need to get my eyes checked. Actually, I just did, and I'm like blind. I like doubled my prescription. Whenever lucky. 1-4 and Toussaint. 2-1 on Rocky. Where is Rocky top 50? I feel like he is. Yeah, he's on that fringe area. So that's good. He's up on him on the sets. Whenever Magi, the god. He lost to Robert. He lost to Robert Large Testicles. God damn it. 2-0 on the God Cool Lime though. He's got some sus stuff down here. In comparison to Aura. So Lucky win versus an Army and a Hugs win. Lucky win's pretty good. I might like. Okay, these are well sorted. Lucky or Army higher? Army's higher. Yes, I guess technically they're in the same boat-ish category. He's in the string of Spacies players. But counting what Army carry me, you might be unfortunate because I think the perception of an Icy's upset on either side is like there's like this negative connotation. Like say all things considered equal, if this Army win was a KGH win, you'd probably gain like 4 ranks, I think. Or at least the way I think about wins against those two different players. I think like a win against KGH is monumentally, if they're ranked in the same, if people perceive them and were ranked at the same bout level, I think a KGH win is like 4 times more valuable than an Army win. I don't think I'm like, I think you guys would probably agree with that sentiment, or maybe my anti-Ices is jumping out of me. But I think maybe you guys are pretty close, about the same. I don't have any sort of push either way. Okay, what's Calvar's locals? Does he have an AP win? He doesn't have an AP win. Those are some gross locals as well. I'm not happy with this. Even over 4 sets with Tiramisu, down 0-2 on Link God. These are not. I think it's whack to Wednesday Sling. Yeah, I just, it's weird. No one likes Ices. No, Ices are cool. Look at my boy Jerry. Okay, subscriber man. You have the power. Your boy Jerry. What's Jerry up to? How's Jerry doing? How's his family? What's he into? He been working out? What you been eating, Jerry? I suck. 69. If I were Jerry, I would be. So is he a dual Fox Puff main now? Has he decided? I feel like we had this discussion. Ooh, those are 2. Speaking of wins over KJH being a win over Army, like I immediately was just like, that's real good. That's real good. Those are 2 great wins. Over Triforce win, nice in there. That's closer than I wish it was, but that's still that he's overwhelmingly positive against Bobby Big Balls. What's this voice? Oh god, no, I don't want to open this. Like, wait, what did I click? Email page link? Tech Boy's the best. Guys, everyone knows the best Ices is Cool Lime. Come on. Hax isn't going to get wobbling banned. No one can ban wobbling. Wobbling will be free forever. If like we have like Cool Lime and Chudat and an Army and Diz Kid like winning every major, I think wobbling might start to get banned. But we don't, unless Ices start performing very well, I don't think it's going to matter. Like with the whole planking thing, like it wouldn't have come about if it didn't start like happening. Like, I mean, if there's a major tournament where it's coming up where like Hungrybox like only clearly wins, or like a big part of his strategy to win is planking, like then this debate's going to be pushed a little bit further. But I think it's just like a flash in the pan and nothing's really going to come of it. Unless like HBox does it at a major event. Because I think we might have it like tested out in some like local scenes, maybe like a 40 edge guard limit or something like that. But I think it's just going to be a flash in the pan. I don't really see this going any sort of grander implementation in the system. Yeah, let me look at Jerry's locals. No, wobbling didn't make Mewtwo King retire. Mewtwo King made Mewtwo King retire. Mewtwo King just has to learn that goddamn matchup. God. Closer on Bones than I would like. Closer against J-Bash than I would like. Win over Lod's nice to have. That's it. These are generally okay local spreads. Also, it's hard to read into that. Oh yeah, he definitely almost certainly felt pressured not to do that at the tournament. That probably went out the window more once he was in losers. He was like, yeah, I got to defend my honor kind of thing. Jerry, I want to look at Jerry Fat Coco. So Jerry's a lot of attendance. It's been a while since I looked at Fat Goku's locals. Fat Goku. Where's the fusion dance? So very, very clean locals from Fat Goku. And then Jerry has, out of 10, Fat Goku's probably has, he would have more attendance for a 10. He's maybe like an 8 out of 10. Jerry's locals are probably like a 6 out of 10. 2-0 in NMW. Even if Blade-wise kind of scares me. Whenever Rishi, I think it would be hard to argue any other way that Jerry has better wins. I think I'm probably inclined to give it to Jerry. Axis apologist. Oh, hey, Ryobeat, what's up? Why are you saying boost me? Hey, what's up, Shuang too? Yeah, my stream schedule's been like a little whack because the ballot thing is all that. The plan is as of now, and I think I'm gonna post a schedule, like a rough schedule of what I want to do like every week. So how the hell do I read this giant spreadsheet? I do it by speaking everything out loud, and then when I miss stuff, chat catches me on it. So I have my safety net of you boys in the chat. But it's basically I just have to remember, I just have to speak out everything multiple times. You guys can attest to that when I was going through like the Santi run. I just like, these are the big wins. These are the big losses. This is how he is at locals. I think like doing this as a stream and like for a video just makes my ballot better. Like even if like no one watched it, I think I would still do something close to this because it just makes everything so much better to be like, or maybe that's just the way I think kind of. I just need to like talk it out and figure it out. It is so much data though. And this, I can't complain enough about these little slide things. It's so annoying and makes it hard to read. Yeah, chat. You guys are like quality assurance for the SaveAsUntitled brand. You're saving my ass. You're the true savers in the SaveAsUntitled. You put the save in SaveAsUntitled, and I put the in SaveAsUntitled. I put the tilted in SaveAsUntitled. Let's go back to talking about Melee. Jerry's better wins. Jerry is less active. Oh, Chuff. No, don't haze me. Well, you're good. Icy's hating name falter. Thanks, Schwung. I wish that instead of the spreadsheet, it was just wins and losses at locals. No, thank you, Choff. You're too kind. I'm surprised you didn't get like the just Choff by itself. I feel like you were really early on that name. We print the no and cancel buttons. You guys keep my biases in check, and also that's why I think it's just really good for my ballot. I just had a thought that I would call my ballot like the people's ballot because like a lot of you guys kind of help me push it in like the way and make sure my brain's not biasing. But I don't wanna steal Bobby Scar's brand. Like a similar thing in the win. Oh, like the readout lists. Like if someone's was just like, yeah, that would be kind of cool. I think having both of these, I wish like all of their sets were on here, but I do like the combination of these two. It's really nice together. It's so hard to do this one long sheet. Oh, people's champs in the chat. Guys, you're putting the wrong people's champ. God, I hate that emote. Every time I use it, I'm like, this needs to change. Choff, you could probably make me a better emote. You're good with that kind of stuff. Yeah, but Jerry probably like slightly squeaks by Fat Goku. Does he squeak by the god Stango? Let's compare these three. He kind of has two Gatsu wins. That's actually probably a better comparison point because these guys have about similar activities based on the numbers here. Both of the lucky wins, so we can rule that out. So is one KJH win better than two Gatsu wins? And even on Cobalt. I would say probably the two Gatsu wins are better. Because like a one-off win is good. And I think I have Gatsu ranked higher. But two wins shows that it was not just a fluke. Yeah. Jerry doesn't really have those... Well, he has those local losses. Two Katsu is better. Yeah, I think that's... Yeah. I feel cool with throwing... I forgot the player I was talking about. I'm cool with throwing him like right in here. I think that's a fair place for Jerry. He has 2 really dope wins. What is this? Every time I see an emote I've never seen before, I really like it. You can probably notice in the chat, I go over and hover over. I was like, what's this? What channel that's from? I really like that you can do that and kind of figure out where everything comes from. All right, people with fancy tags, the subs. Who should we look at next? What the hell is that? I can't even tell what that is. That's a bad emote, S2J. Bimbo's 34. Bimbo's sick. Bimbo's super sick. A lot of there, and I mean a lot of these are still subject to change. I think I just did a run through with Bimbo stuff. Magi, I got you. No, okay. That's probably why I don't get the game from it. It's the exact sprite from there, dude. All right. Let's talk about one of my favorite players in the game. Obviously because they play Falco, but obviously because they're the Mango Slayer. So let's have this conversation again. How far can a Mango win carry you? We're going to have the same conversation tomorrow, but it'll be how far can an H-Box win carry you? Because Magi they have some, like, iffy stuff in their resume for the year. Underrating Goku. Dude, if I could rank Goku 69 again, I can't, but we only have 68 players. Generally at the locals, that's not too bad. I think this probably helps them more than it hurts them because of the Junebug win. Even with Junebug is real cool. Even if Junebug's been a little less, 17th is only fair. You think Magi should be 17th? That's crazy. Dude, if Magi should be 17th, Flipsy should have been like top 30 last year. Ranked Magi where it landed. You threw a monitor at your screen? That just seems poor choice. God, Magi's so sick. Magi's top 50. 70. Oh, yeah, I know you're trolling. We're all memeing here. God, okay. Is Magi a better player than Toussaint? Probably not at the moment. Is Magi a better player than Calavar? God. This is another where it's so hard to not have my biases in here. Biases. I love Magi. Such a big fan. I almost lost my voice screaming during that Mango set. Why can I never find Calavar? I just saw him. God, I'm so blind. So, does a lucky win, a Toussaint win, a positive record on Slocks, a 2-0 on Cool Lime? Yeah, Banana is the best in the world with that logic. I think Magi with a Mango win probably higher than Calavar. So I think I'm gonna slip Magi cleanly in here. Magi not above Toussaint. Yeah, I think in this current place we're at, Magi is sandwiched between Calavar and Toussaint. All right, who we want to talk about next on this list, guys? Group tiers. Yeah, I kind of sometimes when I'm doing the when I put in the numbers at the end, I tier them a little bit. That's usually like the last thing I do is put the numbers next to players. Luna? La Luna it is. God, I feel like he's fallen off tremendously too. Maybe he'll make a run. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. La Luna's probably about to make a decent-ish run. Even if he's had an iffy year. We'll have to see. He has a Bananas win. KJH. Is that KJH win or a Hugs win? That's very different. That's a Hugs win. So he has a Bananas win. He's a Cobalt win. That's such a weird. He's got a Moki win. Ooh, he has 1-2 on Moki, which last year would have been bad, but this is like not too bad. Okay, yeah, he's probably making a decent run through this. Spud the Bud. So I think easily passes all these. Probably passes Jerry. Let's remind myself real quick. So Lucky KDH. Yeah, passes Jerry. No, Luna's got some good wins. Moki wins pretty good. Is he a better Marth than Stango? He's been a lot more active than a lot of these players too, and I feel like that's. I didn't look at his locals. Ooh, he did lose to Mateo. He did beat Lod too. That's another plus him for me. God, I forgot he beat dude. That Evo run was gross. Luna had no right making that sick of an Evo run. He beat Jace? Oh, he did beat... Yeah, you're right. And he beat Link God. Not above Goku? Nah, man. Well, I'll look... I think... Dude, a Moki win in the bracket is worth 2 in the hand. Everyone knows that. Where's Goku? Goku beat Duck. Got Rishi. Versus Bananas. I don't know how you would say your name, but Matto Fight, or however you. There's so many letters that make words in there, but thank you for the follow, nonetheless. Duck win even with Blade Wise. Up on our. No, I think he's. Not dropping sets to unranked players. Yeah, dude, he's so commendable. Bob-Omb's sick. Bob-Omb's a great MDV player who doesn't give me shit for saying that shootout's a bad loss. Why is Tax's record against Foxes so weird? Loses the Axe money, beats Cobalt, and in Cobalt. Loses the Cody. Thank you for all the bits, Wayne. And Josh Sparts, thank you for the follow. Going 1-2 if someone invalidates your win. Where am I talking about 1-2 and cutting someone short? What 1-2 record did I not like? Oh, against Moki? Yeah. That's fair. Did all 3 of those sets happen at the same tournament? Yeah, it's not invalidates, but it definitely makes you look at a different context. Like, is those 3 sets against Moki at the same event? Because if it's across 3 different events, that's totally different. If it's like they meet 3 times at a tournament and it goes 1-2, that means that in that matchup, Moki's the better player. Or, well, obviously, he won 2 out of 3, even if it's not the same tournament, Moki's the better player. But I think 1-2 at the same tournament definitely speaks a whole lot. Schwang is definitely right that it doesn't invalidate such a strong word to go with that there. Moki. Oh, yeah, because I found the set. Duck Rishi. Even with Blade Wise scares me. Even with Blade Wise, big scares me. Like, I mean, beyond that, whatchamacallit loss, that one local loss and then Hack's money loss, which is also, I assume, a local loss. Like, the Luna's got a nice resume. Like, he doesn't really have that big scary that Fat Goku has. Local during Gama Week. I do like that Moki win a lot. They were all at the same tournament. Moki is the top 15 player. I gotta think of a Moki win as like almost an SFAT win. I think these guys, a loss to Cactar also is big scary for me. Dude, I think he's above Fat Goku. He probably doesn't now with this new context. I don't think he jumps Stango. Where's Stango? Here we go. Yeah, he probably doesn't jump Stango because Stango's the better win. Stango also has some iffy stuff that 1-1. Like, yeah, okay. Thank you, Em. I feel like SFAT is the West Balls. People aren't the West Balls of other places. West Balls is just West Balls. Moki is mad nice. As a person, too. I don't like putting that West Balls curse on people. Yeah, SFAT is... I think that's super... Mateo loss isn't great, but... No, I think that's a good spot. I feel cool about putting all in there. Where was he last time? West Balls is the West Balls of West Balls. There we go. Wait, save. Listen. No listen. No take, only throw. Yeah, how much is La Luna going? 32 to... Yeah, I feel like that's about fair. He dropped off a tiny bit. He still beat Moki, homie. I know I used to be... I'm among the big preacher of locals on that. I think a win over Moki's sick. And even... So, yeah... Nah, I think La Luna's a better player than Fat Goku. He's got a bananas win. He doesn't have any really super bad losses besides Mateo. He had a Lod win. Lod win's super sick. You know, I feel confident about where I have La Luna. I think that's right. Or it's right for me. You might disagree, but I think that's right for me. Yeah, I feel confident with that. All right, guys, who do we want to talk about next? God, your ultimate analogy goes way over my head. We're almost getting to the super, super fun part where we get to say people don't make it. Well, it's not fun, but it's one of the easiest parts of the rankings, I think, when you have a bunch of it. Michael, yeah. Not a sub, though. You were there. Oh, wait. I forget who's... Oh, yeah. Shuang, you got outplayed. You got out-capitalismed. Wins are wins. Cole, you're fighting too hard on this. I don't think I'm going to change my mind. Or at least currently. Spud. All the subs say Spud. I have to hover a little bit to figure out who the subs are. Because I'm not used to having subs. I don't know what they look like. Spud. Give it to all the subs. Say Spud. You got Schwang. How's my bud Spud doing? How are you? How is he having a good day? It's probably early morning over there. Actually, it's probably like noonish. Spud beat SFAT. I don't know why I said it like that. Does he have a Cody win as well? Ooh, that's real good. Even with Prof. Oh, dude. Ooh, we got SFAT and Cody. That's real good, and I assume he doesn't have anything. He doesn't even have, yeah. Is that Spud? Who's SS Al? Is that a Australia, New Zealand player? I do not recognize my name. Who are you talking about, homie? But Spud, those are some real good wins. We got all these Mars, we got all these Mars just bunching up here. Spud's got some sick. Who would have thought Marth beats Fox? Never seen that before in my life. But he is fairly inactive, but he also is a foreign player. Prof SFAT. God, Prof SFAT IBDW. Think it was Bam that he lost to him? Yeah. I'm not gonna hold that too much against him. Foreign players deserve more of a benefit of a doubt than anyone else because they only get so many chances to pull it off. And it looks like he pulled off some sixes. And I know this 1-2 was all at I think that was at Bam. Pretty sure. Marth better than Fox. Is that a pew pew? Nice. Damn, Shrang, you got all these emotes coming in. You're a big Twitch boy. You're a prime Twitch boy. So probably better than Luna. How's he do against his Marth better? Let's look at him and let's get Stango in this picture. So he beat a better Fox. He beat two better Foxes. I think probably Spud is better than Stango. Is he better than La Luna currently? Probably. Bananas, hugs, Gold Ball. Moki, Squid. He doesn't have the best one. Hell yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Put your save pogs in the chat. Probably above La Luna. Oh my god, there's a lot of emotes. Coding Zach wins better than Trashy. Don't talk about La Luna like that. That's not nice. What's Rishi has like that good win. Rishi, but Rishi should be docked a tiny bit for being in Schmactive. Beat Weston. He beat Western Dentist Blade-wise. He has the Moki win. So Western Dentist and Blade-wise and Moki. Rishi's also got, he doesn't, maybe a little bit below. Because this same tournament, so that's important that can be, he might be below Rishi. SFAT wins pretty good. So Weston Blade-wise Moki versus SFAT IBDW Prof. But this being an even record, this being a 1-2 despite it being at the same tournament. Oh yeah, that being a 1-2. Yeah, I think I'd probably slip them in. Bump Stango one more down. Let's just add another Marth to this. Do we have any other stretches that are like full of these characters? I think we have that we got this weird Fox / Spaceys stretch. We have this big Marth. This has got some big Marth energy. Spud above Rishi. I think Spud's gonna stay here. Rishi's maybe a little bit more tested. I think these guys are about the same when we're giving benefit of the doubt to Europe. Kazoo, we want to talk about Kazoo, boys? Spud does have better. Oh, Rishi has a lot of depth, and that's because he's an American player. But Spud being even on Prof, which Prof is in right now, it being 1-2 against IBDW. Yeah, and that kind of pushed me a little bit more to Spud's side. But Kazoo, I'm down to talk about some Kazoo. I have absolutely no idea what his resume looks like. He beat Lucky. He beat Gatsu. He's 2-0 in NMW. Beat Robert. Lost to Snowy. Puff Peach. Feels Bad Man lost to Rocky. Puff Peach. Local Peach player loses to Puff. More news at 7. Beat Lavingi. Yeah. Not the same. I'm pretty sure they're all at BAM. I'm like Phantom. 2 losses, Phantom win at Summit. Oh, well, he did the 2 losses. Yeah, okay. So it's not a 2-1 at the same tournament. My mistake on that. But I still... Coley, you fight so hard for after I've changed my... after I've kind of set my opinion in place. I appreciate it. I appreciate you checking me on stuff. But I think that's where he ranks for me. Push real hard. Let's talk about Kazoo. Also have to keep moving to get this ranking done. I'll definitely look at it again when I go back through and before I do my final ballot submission. And I know Phantom came before Summit. So Kazoo, decent wins. I kind of completely forgot about locals. Salt locals. Yeah, I appreciate you being a devil's advocate. This is gonna not be fun to rank. So he's a Peach player who loses to Puff. Fairly inactive. As a point of contention, is he better Tuesday? We'll start there. We'll start at the bottom. Lucky Win's better than a Pew Pew. No, Pew Pew Win's better than a Lucky Win. Gatsu Win, I don't think Tuesday has a comparable to a Gatsu Win. No. And much more inefficient. So, no there. Cobalt. Let's jump into it. We don't need to go player by player. Maybe we just kind of zone this out. Let's talk about La Luna then. Mr. Point of Contention. Bananas win. Lucky win better than Bananas win? No. If he played any other player besides Ices, I'd say it's about the same, probably a little bit in favor of Bananas win. Gatsu win is a Moki win and a local better than a Gatsu win. Or is a Moki win better than a Gatsu win? 1-2. Moki win better than a Gatsu win. I think the Gatsu win's probably a little better. Kamizu does have a pretty clean resume. But he is more inactive. No, I'm Gatsu. After I get done this, I'll probably go through and take a look at Gatsu. That is important to remember that Gatsu is probably losing a bunch of spots as well. I think Keizu may be right behind La Luna. Is Keizu better than Jerry? Keizu. Who? Excuse me. Both have a lucky win, so we don't have to think about that. KJH win versus a Gatsu win. Probably about comparable. Slox loss. 2 over. Yeah, I've lots of everything else. Gatsu is one, Weiss, I don't know if you heard what I was talking about before, that I definitely want to, is a point in contention. I'm going to look at that. Like, when I start off, looked at moving Stango and that. And also, once I put everyone in, once we have, like, a lock on probably the 50 players, I'm going to go through and see if there's anyone who we haven't discussed today that you guys think is, like, way out of whack for where they should be. But, I lost my train of thought. Jerry Keizu. So, KJH win, Gatsu win, about comparable. So, which of these guys has worse losses? Probably Keizu? Yeah, Gatsu is very low results. Gatsu is another weird ranker. Yeah, Keizu really doesn't have bad losses. Oh, well, he has the snowy loss, which, I mean, you got to think of matchups, too. Keizu's been to, like, nothing, evidently. Let's Fat Goku for another point of comparison, see if I'm thinking he's in the right realm. I think his wins, Gatsu lucky. Actually, that's Gatsu lucky. Nah. God, I hate these rankings. More consistent than him. I'll say probably. He's somewhere above Fat Goku. Is he above Jerry? God, these rankings are hard. So many of these little questions. Figuring out how inactivity. So, just on the Gatsu versus KJH debate. God, because that's about comparable, I'd think. Then who has worse losses? He also has this 2 over, which is kind of nice. Beats probably Big Balls. Up on Cool Lime. Lost to Sharks. Is a loss to Snowy or a loss to Sharks worse? God, I hate this. I hate this so much. I don't want to make a decision. I might just rank these two the same. I'm going to, for posterity's sake, but I think I might just rank these two the same. Like, I see nothing. Maybe. Flip a coin? Nah. Actually, I think a KJH win is probably better. No, is it better than a Katsu win? I think about those players, like, very similarly. God. This ranking season's it probably switching these two probably won't affect their ranks in the grander scheme of things. So not that. All right. These three, who we talk about? We talk about Jakin, we talk about Dreffin, or we talk about Michaelin. Yatsu. Subs, tell me where we going next. Are we going on a trip? Are we grabbing people? Are we grabbing people? Are we grabbing people and then resting them? Large Dref. Josh out subbed you. Well, you guys are both sub, but Josh got him first. So we're gonna look at the largest Dref we've ever seen, and then we'll look at Michael. We'll look at Dref. Oh, Dref, Michael, Jake, and Shaken. Are Jake and Shaken's hands okay? I remember there was like a incident he tweeted about. Get fucked. Hey, no inner sub conflict. We're all buds here until we start talking about West balls. Schwang. Yeah, so big Dref. What's he got under his belt? I remember his resume being super underwhelming. Non-win, which is especially it being a 1-2. Weston win. He lost to Jake and Shaken. This record is not pretty. I don't think he's getting thrown in there. Should Dreffen be higher than Magi? Mango win. Is a Mango win better than a Nun win, a Weston win? I think Magi probably gets ranked higher than Dreffen. Yeah, Dreffen's resume for such the aura that he's built up, I don't think he lives up to his expectation. So Dreffen versus Calavar. Area 51 sub goal. Oh god, that meme! I love. I guess we're out of the infancy of that meme, but that's so funny. I'm a big fan of the Area 51 meme. Well, I also. Why do you have the little? I don't know what I only know the thing over the O is called the umlaut. I don't know what the thing over the A is called. But Dreffen Calavar, lucky win, none win. A West Balls win and a none win probably better than a lucky win. I didn't look at it. Oh, those are some ugly losses. Also, Calavar has some pretty ugly losses as well. 1-2 on Joy Boy. Accent is what it's how it's referred to. I was just not sure. God, Calavar has some iffy looking records up in here. I'd say maybe Dreffen like a little bit above Calavar. He also is. Both these have. Esento. Okay, I'm gonna trust you on that, Perch. Dreffen any local? Oh, Dreffen's got a wealth of locals. Oh, that's pretty solid-ish. Lost to Ryan Ford, lost to Zamu, lost to God Tech Boy. Maybe not solid-ish. God, yeah, this is another like. I'm not a fan of either of these resumes. I'll probably no, not Jake. I'm not gonna rank Jake and Shaken based on Dreffen. I'd probably give the slight edge to Calavar. I mean, slight edge to Dreffen. That's just more of my perception of these two people as a player. Not really anything super. Like, both of these guys have iffy stuff. Have some iffy records. Yeah, probably give it a tiny edge to Dreffen, but those guys are about the same for me. Michael and then Jake and Shaken. Where I remember Michael's resume being super underwhelming for my perception of him. He beats the guy who loses to Puff. He beats the guy who loses to everyone except Magi. He wins a tough matchup. Yeah, dude, this is the big underwhelming. Super okay. That's some nice locals. Almost even in the Puff Ditto with a boo. Actually, that's not pretty. That's not pretty. That's a tag. That's good. How's the Puff whatchamacallit, Puff Samus matchup? I would have a sinking feeling, especially from the results we've seen. 2 wins over Commaster is cool. That it's not fun for the Samus. Scottish save, whatever you prefer. I'm cool with either. Michael's a good player, but his results are not of a good player. I mean, the PP win's good. Is he higher than Dreffen or Calavar? He doesn't really have the consistency. I think he's probably below Dreffen and Calavar. Is he higher than Aura? Probably higher than Aura. If that's what my gut tells me, but I want to take a look at these results. Army. Well, I think he's higher than Aura. Yeah. Tweak winner side of grand finals? Oh shit. Is MK Leo at the event? Did MK Leo lose? It's 65-35. Yeah. That is so, yeah, thinking about that, I didn't really, there was a disconnect between, it's probably like here. Yeah, poor, I really hope ours still makes top 50. No Leo? Okay. That's why Tweak's on winner's side. That's the extent of my super knowledge on Ultimate. I tried for a little bit, but like, one, I don't think I can stay super informed about Ultimate and Melee, and it's already so hard to stay informed about everything in Melee, and I don't really like watching Ultimate that much. So, Jake and Shaken's got that lucky win. Is that a KGH win? Those are some 2 sick wins to start off your resume, Jake. Has a Mike Hayes win as well. Those are 3. I know it's Marth Fox, but those are 3 sick wins. And a Dref win. Lost to Stango in the Ditto. His first like real standout loss. Wait, he lost the Cobalt but beat Lucky and KJH. That is interesting to say the least. Those are some good wins. Also Stangos. So Stangos is his worst loss right now. Does Jake and Chicken have any weird local losses? He's got a win over Abu, which is nice to see. That's Chango, if I remember correctly. We talked about this last time and someone corrected me. I forget who has this weird ass tag. But beyond that, like losing Ryan Ford, kind of expect that. Not to. Are you you're gonna do it? That's Quang. Thanks, Jaken. Thank you for popping in at the exact correct moment. Your resume is looking nice. For at least for this like this area of players. This is a nice looking resume. Lucky, KGH, Mike Hayes are 3 sick wins to have. How you looking compared to Jerry? How do you stack up to Puff God? Lucky, KGH. Also, there's you guys are a nice comparison point. Lucky KJH, you've got that Mike Hayes win over him. He's got an over win. Dreffin. And you perform a little bit better at locals from what I remember of Jerry's. I think you're probably over Jerry. That's so convenient that you guys match up both that Lucky KJH win. Lucky KJH, you have that extra Mike Hayes win, and locals are about comparable and losses are about comparable. Yeah. Is this the end of the stream? No, Sika, we still got a decent amount more. I'm finishing my ballot tonight. Nope. Well, actually, now that you're here, Sika, I gotta end it. Quang hit a good run. Yeah. So the very least, above Jerry, and I had Jerry and Kalamazoo in the same kind of breath. I think La Luna might be... God, am I adding another Marth to just, like, Marth hell over here? This is just, like, Spacey's hell, this portion of my ballot. I think La Luna might be... Your fellow Marth brethren might be where it stops. Oh, you guys too far away that I can't put you... you're too far away. I can't put you in the same. Cobalt, Bananas. I think you have slightly better wins. Maybe you might slip by La Luna. That Moki win is pretty good, though. I think right behind La Luna might be where you end. You just hate La Luna. No, you don't hate La Luna. People have thrown that same... I think it's just activity. There's a whole lot of weird things for this list, Sika. I think you're into the Marth cluster. I think if I'm staying true to how much I value this Moki win, I think right behind... God, but Jake, that's such a good resume. Jake over La Luna? You guys really think, like, are super Jake over La Luna? That he does have a really sick resume. I wish players were more active. Yeah, sometimes you need to you play a lot of melee. Sometimes you need to get up and go for a run. Like, I think melee players could stand to be more active, myself included. Actually, Sika, a bunch of melee players got snapped out of existence in 3 years. Once we get to 2020, all the activity is gonna come back. God, you're kind of wearing me down on this Moki win, Skola. I'm rethinking it. Yeah, fuck it. I think Jake should jump La Luna. I think you guys right. No, I don't think I don't think they're gonna see any considerable change in 2020. Oh God, don't make me fight about my sons. I don't want to have to fight Jake and Shaken and Stango against each other. I don't like this. I don't like this at all. KJH win. Mike Hayes win. No, I think this is probably it-ish. God, Jake, you have such a good resume. Stango's worst losses, too. Even with Cactuar, is kind of scary. You did lose the Ditto to Stango. Stango's a better resume than he's a strong player. Jake and I did this for you. I think you guys, we both have these, like, 2 Marths that are on the come up. Like, actually, like, there's just, like, a pair of, like, 3 big up come up Marths. Yeah. Yeah, I think Jake, yeah, and again, like, it's one of those situations where I don't think one rank either way is going to change anything. But yeah, you guys are all sick. The Marth cluster continues even further. And a lot of these people, yeah. So let's drop these guys in, and then we can start eliminating players from contention. You're gonna have to be the gatekeeper here. Alright, you have to hold your own. If R can hold his own against 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You got 21 players. You gotta hold the door against 21 players, R, and you make it. This is the big test. You're gonna be the gatekeeper. You decide who lives, who dies. Well, maybe not that drastic. Oh, we gotta move this down. We're gonna go through everyone, Cola. We'll get to Spark and see how it goes. All right. Eliminate. Not top 50. All right. Here we go. I'm going to start with these because I think this is easier to see. Basically, we're going to see, do these players have a better resume than Aura and Michael? Or do they have anywhere comparable to? Let's for reference point, just to keep our brains fresh, because we're looking at a lot of data, we are going to go look at Aura, and we're going to look at, where is Mihail? 34. So, Pew Pew win, Hugs win, Kalamazoo win. He beats people who have bad matchups against Puff, even with Kells at locals. And then we've got Aura, who's got an Army win, also has a Hugs win. I think you're seeing a recurring theme about why I don't think Hugs is that great. Is that a Bladewise win or a Shootout with Bladewise win? Is that a Rocky one? Oh, I thought I missed a Moki one for a second. All right. Let's see. So do these players have better resumes than R? Let's start with Princeton. After Princeton, get your Q choices ready of who you want to see out of these all these players. Subs and everyone alike, so we can get this queue going. I'm gonna get rid of this. I'm gonna get this Quay going. Let me know. Okay, Princeton. Would I rank Princeton higher than Aura? God, I hope you hold it down and make it. His best win is Bladewise. I don't think Princeton makes it, even though he did beat Aura. Yeah, I think Princeton, I'll look at his locals. Back when I didn't know how to search this. I'm spelling it wrong. Hopefully I got enough letters. Did I get enough letters? I already skipped by it. I just can't spell. P-R-I-C. Yep. Added in an extra I there. Yeah, Europe just feels bad, Europe. Yeah. Coming over and losing to Nut feels real bad. Yeah, I don't think Princeton doesn't make the cut. Sorry, Princeton. We'll keep on going over here because you guys... I'm waiting for y'all to give me some players to look at. Frenzy, another Red Falco, who I love dearly. Whose best win is Michael. He loses to Professor Pro a lot. 3 wins on Kells is kind of nice. I don't think it's enough to slip him into the top 50 when we have 2 spots left. Give Rocky a look-see. All right, Schwang. Rocky's in the queue, and he's who we're looking at next. Rocky's on this fringe, so we're going to see, is Rocky able to stack up to Aura? Rocky. Best win. Win over Hugs. Everyone's got one of those. Even with Shroomed. Kind of nice. Win over Kalamazoo. This is not, for this range, this is not a bad record. This is not too bad. It makes sense why he's in this range. You don't look at Bimbo. So Army Weston, Army Hugs win. So Army is having 1 win over Army better than going even with Shroomed and having a win over Kazoo. I honestly think Rocky might slip by Aura. Like, very lightly. Where's Michael? Can we bring Mike into this conversation? Pew Pew. Pew Pew win is really good. Pew Pew win, Kazoo win. Even with Kells. I think maybe he slips in between those two. Even with Shroomed is promising. Hugs win. They both have Hugs win. So is an Army win better than being even with Shroomed? Where do we have Shroomed? Army win. Army win is pretty good. A lot of people do have Army win, so it kind of dilutes value. And he's a nicest player. Check locals. Mango in jail. Rocky's locals. How abysmal can Rocky's locals be? Oh, that abysmal. In comparison to... Dude, ours got some pretty bad locals. Those are not pretty locals either. Who am I thinking of? Rocky. I think Rocky slips by. I think like just barely, especially with that. Those aren't great local records either, but I think he just like barely slips by Aura. Like just barely. But I don't think he slips by Michael. That PP win holds him. You got to put them next to each other no matter what. Yeah, I think these guys are both. If there's not enough players to pass them, they're both top 50. Okay, all right. Who are we looking at next, guys? I guess there's not a lot. Yeah, I don't need a queue here. Oh God. Dude, I'm starting to get nervous. I'm getting nervous. I think just for Aura, because he's been hanging out so much, and I need to do my civic duty and rank people properly. No, that's not right. Give me some names. Hugs. Oh, Hugo Gonzalez, my favorite point of contention. What's he got? You got a heck ton of... I don't know. I swear like 20 times already in the stream. Got a lot of bad losses. He beat Army. He beat Squid. And he lost to everyone else. Hugs is in top 50, guys. If I'm having iffy debates about Aura and Rocky, and Michael's just barely slipping in, Hugs is in top 50. He's a good player. Not top 50 with his resume. That was the quickest I've ever seen. All right, see ya. Thanks for coming to hang out. I appreciate it. Always glad to have anyone here. Glad to see you again. And yeah. Peace, homie. I don't know why I said homie like that. Who are we looking at from EU? Bobby? Robert. I like having Rocky and R are good gatekeepers to figure out if someone makes it. I don't think Bobby, I feel like he's going to make the top 100. I think he's going to squeak in. I just, for some reason, I have a gut feeling that Bobby Big Balls is just going to get really good. I wish he had a better tag. It's a funny tag, but I don't think it's a good look for our scene. Like a Dr. PP kind of tag. I don't think it's a good look for our scene. And Bobby, hopefully Bobby's not here and he doesn't hear me shit talking his tag. Not that I don't hate your tag. I just think like people might think of us as gamers more, but like actually I don't know what I'm talking about. There's so many weird, goofy tags, and it does add a lot of personality. Yeah, I just don't think he has the wins. Scuba Doober. Yeah. See, no, but I think Bobby's so promising. I have a feeling like he's gonna be really, really good soon. Like I have a lot of faith in him, and I think he attends. I mean, this number right here shows me that he attends a lot of locals. Actually reporting me? Who are you gonna report me to? The feds? I don't. Who gets reported to when someone gets ranked wrong? He can't report me. Report me to Taffo. Taffo's in jail. Report me to PTAS. He's Canadian. He can't do shit. Report me the Wheat. That's probably fair. But he can't do anything. Yeah, Bobby, dude, I really like. You can clip that if you want. Like this is my hard read. Like I think Bobby's good. Bobby's gonna get real good. I don't want to say top 50. Like super soonish. Twitch stat. No, but Bobby's gonna get good. I have a really big something in my heart of hearts tell me that Bobby's gonna be a really good player. I believe in him, but I don't believe in him making the top 50 right now. That'd be cool if he changes his tag to like B or triple B or just Bobby. I think Bobby all lowercase would be a sick tag. Who do you want to talk about, guys? Yeah, he's got to stop losing first. He's good, though. Cool Lime. Yeah, I missed that. Cool Lime. Another player that I see potential. I need to watch more of his sets to say, like, I see... Well, I mean, I haven't watched, like, super many Bobby Big Ball sets. Just his whole aura, the way he carries himself, the way he cares so much. Like, I think... And Cool Lime... Yeah, actually, I could probably say the same thing about Cool Lime. He's very thoughtful. Like, when I did that interview for, I forget, CEO... That dude thinks a lot about the game. He's very smart. Like he's got it. It's not his smartness and his win over Toussaint. Dreff, Boyd. Yeah, I don't think he has the wins to cut it. Ice, I'll hit up Ice next to it. Yeah, Cool Lime's really good. Cool Lime's a cool guy. He's not a top 100 player. I mean top 50 player. He's probably a top 100 player. Who did you say? Sorry, I forgot. Ice. I hate ranking foreign players almost as much as I hate ranking... Oh, Ice doesn't make it. Dude, he's got 2 wins over Prof and 2 wins over Frenzy. He doesn't. Ice is nice, but Ice is in the garbage. That is not pretty. All right, boys, who are we looking at next? Ice is nice. No, not that Ice. No. God damn it. I can't believe I got canceled during my ranking stream. Give me a play to look at. I'm gonna look at Snowy. You guys are taking too long. We gotta get this ballot done. We have to talk about Gatsu. Squid. Okay, you got before I start looking. I'll look at Squid. Squid the kid. He's a kid, he's a squid. So, before I get a check-in, so we need to find at least one more player. So, out of all of these, unless some of these guys get pushed, we have one player who's going to make it out of here. Ours going to be this... ours going to be the same story as Magi last year. I had them, like... 95 or something, and like we kept on sneaking people in, and Magi just got barely pushed out. Ooh, I think Squid makes it. 2 Army wins, almost even with West Balls. Bananas win. I like that. Even with Hogs, some wins over face roll. I don't think NMW's in. Win over Magi. I think Squid sneaks in. I think Squid over Aura, Army, Hugs. I think Squid sneaks in. I think Squid sneaks in over Aura, at the very least. Over Michael? Maybe not over Michael. I don't. We'll cross that NMW road when we get there. How much does this PP win hold against all these nice records? Let me turn that off. Squid over Rocky. Yeah, Squid. I'm feeling Squid definitely over Rocky. Do I have Rocky above? Yeah, Squid over Rocky. Probably over Michael. I think I would give it to him just because of his greater attendance, like slightly over Michael. Who's the next person you'd have to pass? Calvar? Whenever lucky. Oh yeah, I have Michael Calvar kind of in the same sort of boat. So basically, do all these smaller records at locals, carry him over these big wins. I think I'm probably willing to give it to him over those two for greater local attendance. And then Dreffin really doesn't have a big win. Is he? Oh, God. Dreffin has none and West Balls and not too bad of losses and low attendance. I think I'd maybe... Triff is a really nice win. Maybe below Dreffin. I think that's a fair place. Probably not over Magi. I don't think all those local records are enough to... Yeah, I think that's like a fairish place for Squid. Aura, no. Who did we say to look at next? Yeah, let's look at Triff. No, let's look at NMW because I'm curious. Because I think he has just some like super gross stuff besides his Triff win. And 2 wins over face roll, sick, and a win over Triff. Oh no, R's gone. No, yeah, NMW. Ugh. Unless he has some like super disgusting things. I even with some super disgusting things. God, he's got some bad losses. Oh no, a Triff win is so valuable, and 2 face roll wins are so valuable. Maybe he just like lost every set at a local. God, those are some bad local records. Yeah, NMW, kind of bad with consistency. Triff win's better than a PPU win. Triff win is better. Is he better than Squid? Both of them lose a lot. Yeah, he's probably better than Squid. Yeah, he's got a better record on face roll. Triff's a better win. He's better than Squid. Is he better than... He's probably better than Dreff with those wins. Better than Magi? It's a Triff win. He does have a lot. Magi has some bad loss. Probably better than Magi. Oh, God. Better than 2 Saint? Is he better than the 2nd Saint? There's a Pew Pew win. If he's higher than... Oh, God. Oh, he's probably better than 2 Saint. Is he better than Cobalt? I think he might be better than Cobalt. Oh, my God. You have Magi 1 over NMW? I don't know, dude. He might be a little higher. Okay, he does have a lot of bad losses. That's important to keep in mind. I think he's going to jump 2 Saint. Cobalt. Win over Guts. Is he really only has to win over Guts? Even with Stango. He doesn't have a lot of bad luck. I think I'd say like stop right there. Because NMW does have a lot of bad losses. Like, a lot of bad losses. Like, it's not pretty. And Cobalt is less active, but I expect Cobalt to perform better than NMW. Yeah. R.I.P. boys. Jake and Chicken has a super sick record, dude. He's a lot of good wins. Yeah, Cobalt might slip down. I don't know. I'll definitely relook at this before I submit my ballot. Let's look at someone who's easy. Let's look at Prof. Let me de-stress for a bit and just throw a bunch of players in the dumpster. Nope. I like drag. I ever start dragging stuff? I like copy paste. I've become so accustomed to it with all these streams, and it took so long for someone to call me out for it that I'm just so props out. Boyd. I'll look at Boyd. I just want to get some of these easy players out so we figure out how many players we don't. Yeah, let's choose Series probably a major. Also, hey Kai, sorry your first thing in was just like, yeah, you're wrong. Boyd. I'm going to avoid ranking Boyd. He is even with KJH. And beat Sharks. And nothing else. That's a good win. He's probably closer to the fringe than a lot of these other players. But not in the top 100. I'm a big boomer. I'm Generation Yu-Gi-Oh! GX, dude. Channel your energy for Elegant? Dude, I would never channel my energy for a filthy Ultimate player. That's why I can't be a fan of Leffen, even though he quit. Okay, Dark Atma's got a lucky win. And an NMW win. Slocks, I'll do Slocks. Oh, well, let me do a few more of these, like, iffy players, so because Slocks, I feel like, is going to be a long road. Who's I looking at? Boyd. I think Boyd is another one of these close to the cusp with that one big win, but lack of activity, losing to the Real Thing. Real Thing is Falco from Ohio, if I remember correctly. Yeah. Oh, I already have him over here. Am I having a stroke? Cool. Kells. We've seen his name pop in a little bit. He has like a lot of sets. I forget against who. That's Michael. Chicago boys fighting. Got a Hugs win. Oof. When Hugs is your best win, that means you don't make the top 100. Boyd is high? Dude, no. Boyd has a lucky win, and he's a dirty, dirty Ices player. Sharks talking about other dirty, dirty Ices players. 53. Yeah, like, I feel like Boyd's probably, like, close to the fringe. Boyd's... Because I don't worry about the non-50 because there's so many. I'd say Boyd and... who was I looking at before? Boyd and someone else who I was looking at before, probably closer to the fringe. Sharks. Dude, Sharks must be... He's not going to be on the screen. He beat KJH. Sharks is probably... There are no tournaments here. Is just a KJH win enough to carry you? Yeah. Publicity official rankings? Yeah, it's on PTAS's Twitter's the schedule. Yeah. Actually, I should, like... I'm gonna grab these guys. Fringe. Who are the other players I said were fringe? Because I want to, on the ballot, I'll probably have a ATM212. Thank you for the follow. Probably on the ballot, I will put all the fringe players. Well, I'll at least give them some points. Who is... Yeah, was there another player I said was fringe, guys? Besides these two? Who else had, like, a one good win? I don't know. Well, if I see him again or you guys remember, we can put him over there. Like, this fringe is really not going to change anyone because I doubt these players... Well, maybe they make, like, 40... Like, super deep 40s for people. But Cool Lime, is Cool Lime? Let me peep Cool Lime again. I just want to double check that. Was it Cool Lime? I don't think it was Cool Lime. Treffin, Boyd, Sharks. Yeah, it wasn't Cool Lime. Even if I did say Cool Lime, I changed my mind. I like Cool Lime a lot. Let's look Cactar. Wow, that's super inactive. Eve Mustango, whenever Fat Goku. Yeah, no. No Hallmark win. Pretty inactive. That's a no for me, dog. Spark? Oh, Spark's gonna be a hard one. Spark Slocks, these are, I'm saving these boys for later. Joy Boy. Who's Joy Boy play again? Not that that's probably gonna affect. Swedish win. He's probably gonna be fringe with just that. Swedish win, Slocks win. 2-1 over Calvar. Let me check his locals too. Yeah, I had a feeling Joy Boys. Oh no, not. I mean, for the area of the ranking he would end up if he made it for me, he's probably fringe. New England Fox, yeah, he's probably fringe for me. Oh yes, that makes sense. He beat Swedish. It all makes sense. Yeah, he beat Slocks in the Ditto. That's kind of cool. Yeah, he's in that like fringe. Yeah. Aura might more realistically be classified as one of these fringe players. Let me look at Aura's record again after seeing who I put in the fringe. Army, Hugs, Bladewise. Yeah. Aura's probably lower than a lot of these players I'm putting in the fringe. Yeah. Aura, I'm sorry. That's a big RIP from me, boys. Let me see if Rocky would be more accurately classified with these players that I'm fringing. Where's that buzzing noise come from? Doesn't look like it's getting picked up by the mic, but there's some like external buzzing noise. Even with Shroomed, went on Kazoo, went on Hugs. Yeah, Rocky's probably more accurately described as this fringe. Hopefully I'm not going to start dumping people in the fringe. Where's Michael? That PP win is so good. Even that is a tough matchup. Oh, well, he just Pew Pew seems to lose the mark. Yeah, I think Rocky also is gonna top into this fringe category. Yeah. Cool. I think that's fair. Rocky's not fringe. Well, yeah, let me one more time take a look in context of the. I think that this Shroomed, I think you're underrating. I think that even with Shroomed is pretty cool, even though Shroomed's been iffy. I think he's fringe. He's fringe for a very different reason. Yeah, I'm so sorry, Yara. There's just so many more players with like crazy stuff that are in there. I felt it's so sad. He got schwanged. Top 100 though are, dude. I'm looking for you when ballot season comes around again. I want to see those. I want to see that top 20 win. All right, I'm gonna see you. This is not the last time. I'm gonna hit you with that fresh follow. Can I do that from this screen? I'm gonna copy link. I'm gonna hit you with that fresh follow. All right. Maybe not notifications on, but I'll hit you with that fresh follow. In recompense, not recompense, in repayment. Other panels still might carry you? We'll see. Maybe you can sneak in. But still, top 100, you're there, R. You just gotta keep it up. Get a big win. We'll make one of those. I'll make a Rising Player Spotlight on you. You'll be a lock for the top 100. I have the power. Snowy beat Duck. Snowy beat Cobalt. Oh, dude, Snowy might make it. He's super inactive, though. Let's compare these two puffs. Where can I get Michael on the same screen? Damn, I can't. Pew Pew win versus a Duck Call. I think he's higher. I think he's higher than Michael. Snowy getting all that practice. That's super inactive. Let me check locals too. That's a bad loss. I can already see that. And even with purple skew. But I think those are better wins. Yeah, I think that the better wins carry him a little bit. It might not carry him past Calvar. Lucky win. It might carry him a little bit. Calvar might be a little bit. Who's after Calvar? Squid. I think I'll carry him like right above Calvar, but that's about it because Squid's so much more active, and he does have that bad loss. He's gonna barely sneak in there. Potentially not without. Oh, it's gonna. If Michael doesn't make it, that's wild. I might. If it comes down the brass tacks, I might switch these two. If they're like on the cusp. Is there any more clear? Because we got 5 players left to sort. Is there any clear people who are out? I feel like Dark might be a clear out. I'm gonna get all the easy ones before we start the big sleep. Oh, it's almost midnight. Jesus Christ. Over is no wins. Let's look at over. Over and then dark. 2 KJH wins are kind of nice. 2 KJH wins are kind of nice. How are these locals looking? That is ugly. I don't like those at all. Hell yeah, let's go, Aura. Dude, I'm excited to see you improve. I'm a big Aura fan. What's the next big event you're going to, Aura? Give you that shout out in that Rising Player Spotlight. Who's that gonna compare over to? CS:GO? Back to CS:GO. Oh, that sick major. No, yeah, go back to CS:GO. I'm sorry I let you down. Gonna do it for the people. Main stage? Hell yeah. That's the one run by the Summit people, if I remember correctly. That's gonna be sick. No monitors. What was I gonna do? I was going to compare over to Michael. The question would have to be is. No, I'd probably say over is like a little bit behind Michael. A lot of bad losses for over. European player, so it's hard to see. Yeah. I think I'll put him in 51. Seems like a nice place to me. Just put in over. EU needs rep. He does a lot of bad. I definitely like super post ballot unless we look at these places again. I think I'll definitely look at this portion before I submit. I'll definitely wait to submit tomorrow. I'm not gonna just whatchamacallit, do. I'm definitely not submitting my ballot as is tonight, actually, because I'm just gonna be tired. Dark Atmo was the other one you're saying maybe is a little iffy. Oh god, I'm pulling off this band-aid. Lucky win. Sharks win, even with NMW. Yeah, I think he's inactive, not blessed enough to be stressed. Inactive, but fringe with just the lucky win. Oh yeah, well he still won, even if he did run off, but that's still a win. All right, I don't think I'm gonna have fun ranking any 3 of these players. This final 3, I don't think this is gonna be fun. I don't think I'm going to enjoy this. Oh yeah, I know. I saw the ending. I think I watched it live. If I didn't watch it live, I've seen the ending. Blade-wise, let's see what you got, homie. Just a Mike Hayes win, even with Fat Coco. No, that's not it. Okay, cool. He's probably fringe of fringe with just a my case win, so I'm not going to put him in. He's not on top, but he's fringe of fringe, essentially. All right. This is not going to be fun. Well, maybe it will be. Maybe it'll be fine. Slox, here we go. Beat Swedish Delight. Beat Cobalt. 2 good wins. 2 Saint. Who's the other guy who beat Swedish Delight? Did I throw him in? Snowy. Snowy's in, right? Yeah. Okay. I'm just doing that as a reference point because I want to be able to treat these guys fairly. So Swedish win, Cobalt win. Pretty sick. 1-4 and 2 Saint makes me feel bad. 1-2 and Calvar also makes me feel pretty bad. Even with Hacks Money, okay, almost even with Joy Boy. I'm not feeling this. This is not. This is good. This is not giving me. This is not inspiring joy for me. Versus over. With Swedish Cobalt win, Swedish and Cobalt win definitely carries it over KGH win. So he's at least there. Michael. Swedish win better than a Pew Pew win. Probably. Maybe they're probably actually about comparable. Cobalt win. What's his matches up against a Cobalt win? I guess probably like a Keizu win-ish. I'm not. Let's lock Slox's local records. Oh, that's the wrong one. I think, but that tells us I don't think there's going to be anything. Oh, no. How's it looking in locals? Ooh, you got sunned. That's not terrible, but that's not great either. Swedish is high rank. I think they're about the same. Swedish does lose to Foxes. But I think probably am I like the way I perceive those two. I think they're not essentially the same, but they're in that sort of similar realm. Great Air probably the Great Air Tenants. I would give Slox the go ahead over Michael versus Calvar. Win over Lucky versus a win over Swedish. Win over Swedish is more valuable. I'm having a stroke. Give me a second. Yeah, win over Swedish is more valuable. Win over Cobalt. Does he have a second one to match that? Jerry probably slips over Calvar. Snowy also has that Swedish win. They both have Swedish and Cobalt wins. What's this one right here? A Keizu win. He's probably about like, I think he's a little bit over Snowy. Who would be after that? Squid? Oh, Squid is kind of iffy and doesn't have that big. He's probably over Snowy because they have like similar wins, but he has much more activity. So at the very least, I'm just gonna talk about Squid. At the very least, he's here because he's Snowy he's more active and then better than Snowy. Him being 1-4 and 2 Saint is a big feels bad man. Even though 2 Saint is above him, but it's still like a big feels bad man for making him like do a deeper run that he could. Slox, and then we'll look at Slox versus why am I blanking? Slox versus Squid is actually a really interesting conversation, I think, because it's like guys who tend a lot of locals on two different sides of the U.S. So Squid is missing that big win, which might be enough to, because he still has pretty decent attendance. It's bad losses. Squid has some bad losses. Yeah, I might put him out of Squid. Secondhand ballot, you just made telepack ballot. Access trash losses. No. Probably over Squid. If he's over Squid, he's probably over Dreffin. Where was Slox last ballot? Because I'm feeling he's nearing... Oh, he's past that. Was 42 last time. Slox versus Dref. I think he probably... This is probably where he ends, because Slox does have a lot of bad losses. Yeah, I'd say probably like 47 is where he posts up for me. Wait, so you can drag? Nah, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. I think like stopping around here makes me feel good. All right, Spark, the last player. Big brain. Click the border to drag. The biggest brain. Just brain. Okay. I think I might do my Gatsu rechange off stream, because one, this is getting super long, and also I'm getting like super burnt out from the numbers. Because I'm gonna have to go through and like not redo, but like examine a lot of these. Maybe look at some of the other, go through and like re-examine a lot of these. So maybe I'll save the Gatsu one for after, for like post stream. But I think like generally I feel pretty good about what we're looking at. But last but not least, let's click on this thing correctly and look at Spark. Does this player spark joy? We got even with Army at locals, win over West and Dennis. Yeah, why would this guy fringe for me? Face roll win, probably one of the early players I looked at. That's clean. That's clean. Let's look at his local record. If he's clean at locals, that's real clean. He's got a Zeo loss. Okay, less clean now, but get quicker without our distractions. We did a chat. We saved the ballot. We didn't save the ballot because the Aura's not making it, which is big sad. So he's top 50. Where do we start? Where are we dropping with Spark? Where's a fair place to drop him with where we have everyone now, with a West Balls win and a face roll win? Oh, I thought that was a Moki win for a second. I was about to pop off. He's got a Swedish win. Face roll win's pretty good. West Army Swedish. And consistency. Maybe like 46. Doesn't matter if he brought in the game 5. That matters absolutely nothing to me. I mean, it matters to me for perceived improvement in the future, but for ranking players in top 100, that means absolutely nothing to me. So they both have that West Balls win. So Army win, face roll win. It's probably higher than Dreffen. A little bit above Dreffen. Okay, now let's ask the god-awful ranking question that I hate we have to ask so much. How valuable is a win over Mango? I don't know. Versus Spark versus Magi. Spark. So here's pros and cons. So pro Magi, they beat Mango. Con for Spark, they didn't beat Mango. I think it's pretty clear to me. I hate this. This does not bring me joy. Spark probably over Magi. Spark's consistent. Spark over 2 Saint? Does he keep going? Spark probably over Magi. Yeah, he does have depth too. Spark over Magi. Spark probably over 2 Saint. Spark's consistency is really good. Like, I mean, he does have some of those bad locals. Spark over 2 Saint. NMW? MNW does not have the consistency. Spark over NMW. I think that's fair. Spark over Cobalt? Probably Spark over Cobalt as well. Spark's really good. Spark's just climbing. I'm like super impressed with how good Spark's resume is, like in comparison to all these other people's. Spark over Cobalt. No question. He's just carried by that Guts win. Spark, let me pull. Let me not disrespect this man's name like this. Spark might break top 40. Spark over Fat Goku. I feel like that's not a question. Spark over Fat Goku. Duckwin. Okay, so now we're getting in more. Now Spark's actually gonna have to fight for these more. But I think probably Spark over Fat Goku. AP Mango and June win, yeah. No, rank 0 is E, guys. Even though we already did rank E right up here. Alright, so where were we? Who was Spark destroying? So, okay, now Spark Jerry. I feel like now we're this Spark was kind of like at 80 miles per hour coming in. Now we're starting the coast for a bit. That was a bad analogy. Jerry. Lucky, KJH. Lucky KJH more valuable than Westball's face roll. Probably close. I think, God, Spark's depth is good. He's so much more consistent. I think Spark might slip by Jerry. We're getting to probably where his run ends. Spark Keizu. Free Aura. I want a free Aura. Wait, did you come here just when I'm talking about? Damn, bad timing. Well, yeah. I really want to rank Aura in the top 50, but in good conscience, I cannot. Mr. Goku. Spark Keizu. Is he going to break in the top? Well, I guess he's top 40 now. Where is Keizu? Lucky, Gatsu. So there's consistency with less attendance is what that looks like to me. Or less consistent. He might pass Keizu. Dude, I'm subbing. No. Fat Goku, no. Fine, I'll put him above. I'll use Stango's bribe money on that. I think he passed Keizu. Spark's really good, guys. Like okay, he probably stops about here. Yeah, he is a lot more consistent than Luna. Nah, I think it's about here. Like right there. I can't be messing up this Marth section either. I think that's about fair. Spark is really good. Downloading every thread you see yours on Reddit. Dang, I'll go from 9 upvotes to 8 upvotes. You got me. Oh man. Yeah, I think I'm so pleasantly surprised with how good Spark is. All right. I think that's about it. Yeah. That is a big percent. All right, so I think that probably does it. Cole, I'm not dealing with this La Luna, anti-La Luna bias. I'll definitely relook at that when I do my final sweep for my bracket, for my ballot. But I think that after a 2.5 hour stream, that does it for now. Cobalt's so much better than you? Cobalt's got a weird resume. Cobalt might fall. Dude, no. Cobalt's... No. Cobalt's resume is not that great, and he's been pretty inactive. You got that duck win, Fat Goku. But as I was saying, also because I'm about to fall asleep, and it's past midnight. Yeah, that does it for this bracket. This VOD will be coming out on Monday, so if you see anything like super... Yeah, it really isn't Cobalt's here. If you see anything super egregious that you think I should look at before I submit my ballot, I would appreciate that. Just let me know. Duck's super low because he just has been active. Like, I'm one who very much punishes inactivity a lot. But yeah, this is about the list. God, I want to go to bed. This is what similar it's going to look like for my ranking. I appreciate all you guys stopping in for all these parts, for everyone who's here now, and for people watching the VOD. Appreciate it a ton. And that's about it. I've been SaveAsUntitled. God, I enjoy ranking season, but I'm glad it's over, and I'll see you guys another time. It doesn't... HBox is infringed, Albert. Good night, Gamer 2. God. I'm going to look at it again, Cola. I'll look after I get a nice, I rip a fat nap. See ya, boys. See ya, girls. See ya, all gamers.